The Chicago Bears have officially begun fully padded practice, and today we have a ton of clips coming out. And we're going to break down some of what we saw from the offensive line, some of the defensive guys, and really just get into it. Very, very excited for this video. But before we get into it, I want to just give a big shout out to Chicago Football Connection on Twitter, who also has a really solid YouTube channel. I'm going to pin the links down in the comments below. I want you guys to go subscribe to his YouTube channel and his Twitter. The guy does a really, really good job covering the Chicago Bears. That being stated, let's just get right into this. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and just get right into it with this very first play here. You're going to see a really nicely designed play by Shane Waldron. Just a really good design, and more than just the design of it, one of the things you're going to notice is it's actually executed properly. One of the things we know happened last year with Luke Getsy is plays were not executed properly. Think about all the different elements within this play. So you're going to get DeAndre Swift, who's currently lined up at the top of your screen. He's going to go into motion from the slot. The center is then going to snap the ball, and the quarterback's going to actually play action it to the running back to the left of the formation, and then it's actually a screen pass to Gerald Everett, the tight end. I mean, to me, there's so many different moving parts within this play, and it's executed perfectly. Even the offensive linemen get downfield and do a great job blocking. Now, you guys know this if you watched my channel over the past 2 seasons. I've been very high on the Chicago Bears offensive line. And one of the reasons why is because I feel like individually there's some really, really solid players on that offensive line. Now, from my understanding, there is a battle between Ryan Bates and Coleman Shelton. I think both guys can be good centers in the NFL. But when you look the left guard, and right tackle, I think there's 3 really, really good players in Tevin Jenkins, Nate Davis, and Darnell Wright. And I think this year Nate Davis is going to really get back to form. So again, just a really good job executing this play. Now, just to break this play down a little bit when it comes to the offensive linemen, this is a really nice job selling this from all the different guys. So keep in mind, when a screen is happening, depending on where guys are lined up, you're either going to release or you're going to stick to your guy. So for example, you see the left tackle up at the top of your screen is going to stick to his guy. You see the tight end here is going to block but release because he's the guy that's going to ultimately get the football. And then you're going to see Nate Davis as well stick to his guy. But look at how Nate Davis is going to turn his body. You're going to see as Nate Davis starts to get pushed here, look at him turn the body, and he ends up on the right side of this defensive lineman. That's to make sure the defensive lineman is not able to get back to the tight end as the tight end catches this ball. On top of that, you're going to see Tevin Jenkins, who also has a man, and that man obviously ends up reading the play. He understands this is a screen. He's able to kind of sniff it out. But Jenkins does a good job sticking to this defensive lineman. Not 100% sure who that is. We'll see here in a second. Number 97, Andrew Billings, of course, would be the guy to sniff this screenplay out. But he's not able to make the play. Tevin Jenkins does a good job sticking to him. Darnell Wright does kind of run into Tevin Jenkins. Got to do a little bit of a better job, maybe getting downfield and making a play. Not a huge deal. You see the play still picks up 10 to 15 yards. Just a really nice job. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get into this next play here. We're going to get a really nice job done by a few different offensive linemen. The quarterback does end up rolling out of there. He is pressured a little bit by the center. He rolls out of there and he is going to pick up some yards. But let's talk about this play here. On this play here, the right tackle, right guard, and left guard all do a really, really nice job. We're going to start off right away looking at Darnell Wright. He's going up against DeMarcus Walker. He's going to do a great job here. He's going to get the hands on Walker. And you're going to see Walker's going to try to toss Darnell Wright over here towards the left. And watch Darnell Wright do a great job with just readjusting the feet. And he's going to just stay right in front of it. Walker's a strong football player. He has the power to absolutely toss people. But Darnell Wright does a great job sticking with Walker. He's able to handle the power. The hand placement is perfectly aligned. The feet, everything about it is really, really nice. And you see him keep the quarterback clean on this one. That's a really nice rep right there by Darnell Wright. More so than that, I think the guy that does an even better job is going to be right guard Nate Davis. Now, if you guys keep an eye on Nate Davis, he's going to do a great job just straight up dropping the anchor. Now, it's hard to tell exactly who he's going up against. I believe that's Andrew Billings and maybe Javon Dexter. But if you guys keep an eye on Nate Davis here, look at him drop the anchor. Look at as the defensive tackle tries to bull rush. Right there, look at him drop the anchor. Look at him absolutely stop that power in its tracks. To me, that's a really, really nice job by Nate Davis to be able to handle the power. He isn't able to stay upright. He does kind of get tossed towards the end of this play. And of course, you can see right there, it is Javon Dexter. He's going to be able to kind of chase the quarterback. But again, that's a really good job by Nate Davis to stop the bull rush. On top of this, and that's going to be a little hard to see because the left guard's on the other side of the field. But the left guard's going to also do a good job. He's going to end up actually tossing, and I'm pretty sure it's Andrew Billings at this point. You're going to see at the end of this, he's going to show right there. Tevin Jenkins is going to end up dropping, and obviously he does kind of fall over Nate Davis, who ends up falling. And you'll see the center on this one is going to be Coleman Shelton. He's going to end up getting bull rush. He's the guy that's going to end up giving up the pressure, and it's kind of hard to see, but you'll see 65 right there. He's going to end up being the guy that ends up getting bull rush. He's going to be the guy that the quarterback does feel the pressure from. So the quarterback feels the pressure right through the middle of the pocket. So to me, you got to do a better job, right? And of course, the defensive lineman also lets up. So obviously, he's not going to bring the quarterback down. So you got to do a better job if you're the center. Larry Borum's over there lined up at left tackle. I'm not sure if there's some sort of slot blitz or what comes off that side. It does look like that's what it is. And he does a good job picking it up. So really, really nice job right there by him. Let's go ahead and get into the next play. Check this play out. You're going to get a really nice tackle by Tyrique Stevenson. Just a great job at the cornerback position to be able to fill the run fit, step up, wrap up, and bring the running back down. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. You know, one of the things I always look for when I look at cornerbacks is, can these guys wrap up? Because everybody can run full speed and hit someone, but the ability to be able to wrap up, I think, is the one that sticks out to me. You see Stevenson do a great job with the hands, great job bringing the running back down. The offensive line is going to do a pretty nice job as well. I think Stevenson just ends up doing a better job. And again, because of the angle that we have, we're going to be able to once again see the right tackle. The tight end, Cole Kmet's going to do a great job as well. They're going to double team the defensive end. And as they double team the defensive end here, what's going to end up happening is Darnell Wright's going to be able to flip the hips, and he's going to be able to create that lane. So it's a great job right there on that double team by both the right tackle and tight end. That double team is going to actually give the running back the opportunity to at least have a lane. Again, it's not perfect. I think the corner here just does a really nice job jumping the inside gap. The linebacker here also is able to control Cole Kmet. He's able to get that hand in there and keep the left shoulder free. The fullback's not going to be able to get out to the corner. So great job by the corner to be able to see it. And then he obviously is able to get in there and make the play. You also see that Nate Davis, right guard, is going to have to climb up to the linebacker. He's going to do a pretty good job as well. He does get his hands to the linebacker, although he isn't able to get in front of him. He does do a good job getting the hands to him. See that right there? And he's going to just kind of push him out. So the running back would have theoretically been able to cut it underneath and then potentially bend it even further behind Nate Davis. Just kind of wanted to point that out. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Alrighty guys, check this next play out. You're going to get Gervon Dexter to absolutely blow up the entire play. Just a phenomenal job by the second-year defensive tackle. One of the things that I've noted with Gervon Dexter in some of these different plays is he is explosive as hell. And this is something we saw in his college tape, and it did translate into his rookie tape. Obviously, he didn't have the pass rush tools in that first year that we wanted to see from him, but you still saw certain traits and certain qualities. And so far, it looks pretty good. Now, obviously, we don't have enough tape to really analyze if he's developed the hand-to-hand pass rush technique, but I mean, look at how explosive he is. Look at how quick. He is the fastest person off the ball. Like, usually your defensive ends are going to be faster, but not with Dexter, man. This guy's quick. Remember, he is like 6'5", 6'6", so he is massive. And to be able to get up over the top the way he does, you see him, he's going to end up blowing up the play. Darnell Wright has the reach block on him, or it could be some sort of double. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But you can see Dexter ends up just jumping the snap, swims right over the top of Nate Davis. You see that right arm kind of come over the top. He gets skinny, and he's going to end up getting into the backfield, and he's going to blow up the running back. Now, on the other side, you'll also see the defensive lineman here do a great job. He's going to actually swim over the top of Tevin Jenkins. So Jenkins is also going to end up getting beat. So both Gervon Dexter and this other defensive lineman, I can't see his number, so I'm not sure who that is. Both guys end up getting into the backfield. And to me, you got to do a better job if you're Tevin Jenkins. You can't get swam over. To me, based off of what Darnell Wright's doing, based off of what Tevin Jenkins is doing, I would assume this is inside zone. Just wanted to kind of point that one out as well. So there are a couple of offensive linemen that lose on this one. And to me, got to do a better job. Not a big deal. Great job by the defensive tackle. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Alright guys, I want to just take a second and show you guys two back-to-back plays, specifically around Shane Waldron and the type of offense that you can expect out of Waldron. So I'm a fan of Waldron. I love what he did with Geno Smith over the last couple of years. The guy got the best out of a guy who a lot of people are saying is not a good quarterback. He got that quarterback to win multiple games over those 2 seasons, and essentially he got them into the playoffs, right? And I think Shane Waldron can do that for the Chicago Bears as well, and he can help Caleb Williams in that same way. So one of the things you're going to see with Waldron a ton is a lot of eye candy. You're going to see a lot of different formations, a lot of different motion, and you're going to get a lot of different boot actions and rollouts from the quarterback as well. So you're going to get a trips to the left of the screen. You're going to get the wide receiver to go into motion. You're going to snap the ball. You're going to get the quarterback to fake a pitch to the left here to the running back way over here. More than that, you're going to get a wide receiver to block down. You're going to get your offensive lineman to potentially pull out and start blocking over here to that same side. But all of that is a fake, and essentially the quarterback's going to bootleg towards the top of your screen. To me, it's just a really nice job by Shane Waldron to design it. And you see DJ Moore is going to be wide open, and Caleb Williams is going to be able to hit DJ Moore, and you're going to pick up 10, 15 yards on this play. Just a really, really nice job. But even more than that, you can also see that you have the rookie wide receiver wide open here. He's going to run right across the middle of this formation. And obviously, Caleb Williams does the right thing by hitting the guy in the flats. It was the right read. But let's say this guy was covered. You'll have another wide receiver open right underneath. To me, again, it's a great design by Shane Waldron. And to take that a step further, you have this other play where the offense is going to come out in empty. You can see that the quarterback's going to have the ball. He's going to end up throwing it here to the running backs, an incomplete pass. But the thing I like about this play is the fact that you're essentially going to come out in empty, but more than coming out in empty, you only have one wide receiver on the field. You have a running back here, and then you have 3 tight ends on the field as well. So you're essentially forcing the defense to come out with multiple linebackers. You're forcing the defense to get slow by having to match that size that you're essentially putting out there on the field. But the guys you have running routes are good playmakers, right? Like Cole Kmet's a good wide receiver. Gerald Everett is a good wide receiver. And the third tight end, which was kind of surprising to me on this play, was Steven Carlson. So Carlson was the third tight end on the field right now, which is kind of interesting. But again, Shane Waldron has so many different packages. He has so many different formations. And he's going to come out with these unique formations. There was a time recently when I broke down Shane Waldron's offense, and I posted a video on the YouTube channel. One of the interesting things with the Shane Waldron offense is he does so many different things. They're unique things as well. Right, like he'll have 3 running backs in the backfield at once. He'll have multiple tight ends in the backfield at once. He'll come out in empty, but there's multiple tight ends on the field. Right, that stuff's unique. That's not things that every NFL team does. So I like the fact that Waldron is consistently mixing it up, and he doesn't run a basic offense. Right, he tries to do different things. And here's an example of that. So you're gonna get 5 offensive linemen. You're going to get 2 blockers. Not sure if that's 2 tight ends or if that's a tight end and a fullback. Keep in mind, when you guys see these videos, they're going to be enlarged. They're easier to view. For me, it's very, very small. I'm recording this right off of Twitter, so these videos are pretty small. But then you got a running back as well. And the cool thing with this formation is there's no strong side in this formation. So the play could be a run to the right. It could be a run to the left. It really doesn't matter because this formation does not have a strength. One of the things that teams on the defensive side like to do is they like to line up a 1 technique and a 3 technique. And that's dependent on the strong side. If the right side is the strong side, you'll put that 3 technique on the right side. If the strong side is the left side, you'll put that 3 technique on the left side. It just allows you to balance out the run fits and the strength of the defense. But on this play here specifically, when there is no strong side, well, which side do you put that 3 technique in? And then do you not put a 3 technique in, and do you just line up guys right over the guards? Well, in that case, if you're going up against Nate Davis and Tevin Jenkins, those guys are good offensive linemen. They're going to be able to reach guys that are lined up directly in front of them a lot easier. This is a really nice play here. You can see the quarterback's going to actually turn to his right. Not sure if this is a read option. It does kind of look like that from the action that the quarterback is taking. But you're going to see the handoff happen here, and you're going to see a lane develop for the running back. Now, I'm sure the corner here could have potentially made the tackle. I'm not sure how fast he's going. Or maybe the running back just ran away from him. Maybe the cornerback missed this one. Not 100% sure, but you do see the play ends up popping for like 30 yards. So really, really nice design. Really like this play. Really like Shane Waldron and kind of how he designs offenses. With that being stated, let's go ahead and jump forward and let's go ahead and get into the next snap. Now I also want to show you guys this snap here, and I want you guys to think about something unique that's happening within this play. Watch Caleb Williams roll to the right, but look at how effortlessly he's able to get to that side. And of course, he throws a really nice pass to Tyler Scott. He ends up hitting him for a touchdown. Just a beautiful pass by Caleb Williams. But notice how he has a very clean pocket towards the right. Or I shouldn't say pocket, but how he has a really clean lane towards the right side. The offensive linemen on this play are all doing something that's allowing Williams to have that opportunity to go towards the right. the offensive linemen are actually baiting guys towards the left. So essentially, if you guys look at the offensive linemen here, Nate Davis, Tevin Jenkins, those are going to be the two guys you'll be able to see, are going to actually bait their guys to end up going to the left. So you're going to see Nate Davis is going to allow his guy here to go to the inside. You'll see Tevin Jenkins up here also allows his guy to go to the inside. I know it's kind of hard to see with the angle, but that's done right there to get Caleb Williams out of the pocket. Now, another thing that's interesting in the way you can tell is watch Darnell Wright overset. And as he oversets on this play, the defensive end is going to naturally go to the inside. And then look at Darnell Wright with the right hand only, lock in and allow the guy to go to the inside. Right? He's baiting this guy to the inside. Now, this is something that teams with quick quarterbacks will do. Sometimes they'll bait their guys towards the inside, towards the outside. Sometimes they'll try to keep a clean pocket. And this is done to move the pocket, essentially, right? It's to move the quarterback off the spot. But again, great job by Caleb Williams to make that off-script pass. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. You're going to get another really nice pass here by the quarterback. He's going to end up being able to stay within the pocket, and he's going to hit Keenan Allen for a really, really nice 15-yard gain. Great job by the offensive lineman. You're going to get right tackle Darnell Wright going up against Montez Sweat. Wright's going to do a really nice job being able to just hold his own against one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. Sweat's going to try to bull rush, and it's not going to work. Wright's going to be able to just kind of stay right in front of it. He's going to shut it down. And then on the inside, you got a 4-on-3 situation. I think the left tackle might be in a 1-on-1 as well. It's a pretty nice job. Nate Davis is going to pass off the defensive tackle Dexter to the center. You'll see that they're really able to just kind of shut it down. So it's a pretty good job of the offensive line. Caleb Williams, really, really nice pass. Let's go ahead and get to the next snap. Ready, guys? Final play here. Nothing crazy, just a quick pass to DJ Moore. I want to go ahead and wrap this video up. Obviously, we've been covering the Chicago Bears for a couple of years now on this channel. I think it's been about 2 years. But I'm excited for this year. I think the Bears have a good offensive line. I think they have a good offense. I think Ryan Poles is one of the best general managers in the NFL, which is crazy to say because some of you guys are going to disagree with that statement. But I've been saying it for a while, man. There's some general managers that are just good at what they do. They're able to see talent. They're able to find those guys, bring them in, and ultimately get them committed. And Ryan Poles has been able to do that just across the board. Everything he's done up to this point tells me the guy's a great general manager. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We will be covering the Bears. Subscribe if you guys are not subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.